Hi, this is Stephen Brower from Merritt Valley Community College. This video is an introduction to CISY 217 operating systems. This video will show accessing the learning management system that we'll be using, navigating through the system and finding things like slides and a brief overview of at least seeing the assignments, and I will go through sort of the dates that are being used through the semester. There'll be a separate video that focuses just on submitting homework, a separate video that will focus on just doing discussion. And for those that have used Canvas before, there's another video that will be a bit more accelerated than this one is. We have been told that at some point in time, Lion's Den is going away. Now, they've been saying that for 2 years. But I want to show you an alternate way to get in. So yes, you can go to Lion's Den, and then from Lion's Den, there's a link to Canvas. But if Lion's Den is down, this URL here, rvcc.instructure.com, that should bring you to a login screen where you can put in your G number and your password that you use for accessing, well, Lion's Den and Lion Mail or email. Once you access it, now your view is going to be slightly different than mine. But one of the tiles that should be here is the one that's for operating system spring 2019. And what I'm going to do real quick is let me switch to student mode, which will be closer to what you guys will see when you log in. Okay, and I say closer to. It's not exact, but it's closer to. Okay, so when you first get into the course within Canvas, this Home tab that we're in, this is the same as the modules view. And actually, it's possible that when you started, things are not going to be expanded the way I did here. Then they actually begin where everything is collapsed. But if you click on the modules tab, you'll see it's the same view as home. So thank you for scrolling. So when you first go in, the home view you'll see is the same as the modules in terms of accessing the course. Yeah. For the weeks 2 through 9 of the course, we're going to be doing 1 chapter a week, and then after that we'll be doing 2 chapters a week. And so what I want to do is sort of to jump ahead for a moment, and I want to expand here this chapter 2 because this is sort of a good overview. And I mean, if I go through this, it'll be an overview of many of the chapters yet to come. So within a module, so once you expand it for a chapter, there will be an overview, which is it's going to vary from chapter to chapter how much information is there, but there will be some text information and possibly even links to some other YouTube videos. There'll be links for slides, and I'll get to those in a moment. And most of the weeks we'll have a discussion, a lab, and homework. Some weeks have an additional thing called the research project. We do have a midterm and a final throughout the semester, and not every week has a discussion, but this is just sort of a peek at what most of them will look like. Let me just go and click on this overview right here, just so you can kind of see what sort of the average one will have. It'll be an extremely brief description of the chapter, and then in this case here I do have a video, which this is an overview of the material here for chapter 2. Some chapters have more videos, other chapters have no videos, and so it kind of varies. And if I just glance ahead to chapter 4 for a second, just to give you an idea of one with more videos, there are multiple videos in this particular chapter here. Okay, so the overview, it's a good way to begin for a particular chapter is to just kind of see what the chapter is about and see what videos I have out there. The slides here, one of these things says 2 per page, the other one says 6 per page. The idea is if you're printing, you want to use the 6 per page, and if you print them double-sided, so you're end up getting 12 slides on a piece of paper, 6 on one side, 6 on the other. But if you're just viewing on the screen, probably the preferred way to go in is going to be the one that is the 2 per page. And so with the PDF, which I was coming up very quickly, you can, and basically it's a PDF of the slides. Now these can be expanded, zoomed out a little bit more. I'm just scrolling through here pretty quickly, but at least you can see that the slides are accessible via these links that are here within the chapter. Okay, there'll be another video that goes through doing a discussion. So actually the first discussion has in it a link to a video showing you how to use the discussion. The first homework has a link to a video showing how to submit the homework. And really get down to it, labs are submitted the same as homework. So once you submit a homework, you know how to submit a lab. So there's not a separate video for the lab. Okay, now I did make the comment before that we have this sort of module view. The other tab over here, which is syllabus, gives a peek at the assignments. And so the focus here isn't on the content, so it's not on the slides and the overviews and so on. It's just a list of what's due, and it's by default that it's chronological. And so it's a way that you can glance ahead and see what's coming up. And what will happen is as time progresses, there'll be a sort of a change in the color. So your eyes are drawn to, and there even is a jump to today, your eyes are drawn to a particular place within the list of assignments. From this syllabus tab, there actually are links to our actual syllabus. And what I mean by that is the formal syllabus that the school asks for. So one link is the policy information and also has the grade determinants, etc. And the other link will be the schedule. So from here, the syllabus, you can see, information on the book, information on me, and then there's a whole bunch of policy information throughout here and an overview of the grading determinants. Coming back here again, this other link is for the schedule, and the schedule would be sort of the, did I click it? Oh, geez. The schedule would be, so remember we were in the syllabus view, it had to list the assignments in chronological order. This right column is like what we'd see in the syllabus view. And remember when we were in the module view, we saw the modules that had the information on the topics. Then this is kind of just like giving the summary of the order of them. So the schedule that's here is sort of puts in one place it puts in one place a little more concisely than the tools that we've looked at. What some students have told me they do is they will actually go and print this on paper, and they will go and as they submit things through the semester, we'll cross them off on the list. One of the things that I do want to point out that all of our dates through the semester are on Tuesdays. So one thing I do, which might be different than other teachers, I pretend that the online course is like a night class that meets once a week. The difference is with the online course is you can choose to do the work throughout the week instead of having to actually show up on Tuesday, but Tuesday is going to be our deadlines. Tuesday night I do not have a course, and so if any issues come up Tuesday evening, I'll be more responsive to email than I would be on a Monday or Wednesday because I have class those nights. So it's kind of like and I'm looking ahead to next week. So January 29th is when the things for Chapter 1 are due. So you don't want to wait until January 29th to begin. You might want to get a jump. So like this weekend, for those that prefer to do work on weekends, this weekend you would work on Chapter 1. I'm saying this weekend because right now it's the 20th, and this weekend would be later. So you do want to kind of work ahead. The nice thing about an online course is you choose when you want to do the work throughout the week. So we do have the fixed deadlines. The deadlines are Tuesday, but whether you do the work on a Saturday or whether you do the work on a Monday, it's up to you and to your schedule when you do the work. Hang on, let me check the script. Okay, I was just double checking my list of the things I wanted to touch. So if you're watching this based on the email that I've sent and you haven't gone into Canvas yet, what I encourage you to do is to go into Canvas. So again, there's a link from Lion's Den, or you can do the rvcc.instructure.com. When you first go in, you'll be in the Home tab, and the Home tab has the modules, and the modules are probably the most convenient way to actually go in and see things like the slides. And the Syllabus tab has the chronological list of the assignments and also has links to the syllabus and the schedule. So when you go in, make sure you can find the schedule, make sure you can find the syllabus, these two documents that I have here. In terms of what's due in the short term, meaning the class is opening in a couple days, and the short term is just the introductions, but keep an eye out for next week. Although there is an email system from within Canvas, it's a little frustrating to use, and although there is a way to set up alerts, the best way to get my attention would be email me on my email account. And well, one, if you got the email from me, you see the email account, but the other one is just as a reminder that if I scroll back up to my information, stephen.brower@raritanval.edu. Okay, so welcome to operating systems. And again, there'll be other slides that'll go through the submission of, well, looking here, the Chapter 1 discussion has entered a link to a video on how to do a discussion. The Chapter 1 homework has a link in it to a video on how to submit homework. So those will focus on those specific items. Okay, I think that's good for now.